Do we finally have the ultimate version of the original 1977 Star Wars? Maybe. Movies,
music, and monsters.
Hey guys, Dan Monroe here from Media Master Design, where we talk about movies, music, and monsters. I am what you would call a original Star Wars fan. I was 9 years old when the original Star Wars came out. I'm one of those grumpy old guys that says it's not called A New Hope, it's just Star Wars. I was that kid who, for Christmas 1977, didn't get any Star Wars toys, but I did get the Kenner Early Bird Special, a cardboard box with the future promise of action figures in 3 to 6 months. It was amazing. And as the years went on, I really enjoyed the George Lucas Star Wars era, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. The holiday special, not so much. Then the big news came that, oh my gosh, in 1997, they're going to do special editions of Star Wars. What could that possibly mean? How could there be a better version of Star Wars? And then I went to the theater and I found out there wasn't. Okay, so a lot of the special effects were updated, and the old ships that were once models were now CGI. And I kept asking myself, why? It was a historical piece of cinematic brilliance. It is what it was. You're not going back and redoing Casablanca and Gone with the Wind, so why? I don't even want to hear this whole Han shot first thing. If you're a true Star Wars fan, you know darn well that Han was the only one that shot. Well, then the special editions came and went, and I thought, well, we've always got the originals. Sort of. I've probably bought every version of Star Wars ever since the original $89 VHS came out, and I was so excited to get Star Wars on Laserdisc. It was the special edition. And then finally get Star Wars on DVD. Special edition. So I thought, geez, I guess I'm going to have to be satisfied with the old VHS. What a crime. I get it. George Lucas felt that his vision wasn't complete, and that's fine. Tweak it all you want, but don't take the original away. That's the one we grew up with. That's the one we want in our collection. And the years came and the years went, and no such luck. Until Harmy. Wow, Harmy's despecialized editions. This guy spent a ton of time and money taking like the best sources he had, the Blu-ray versions, and recutting them so that they were exactly the way that we saw Star Wars in 77. And that was the best we had for a long time. And I love Harmy's work. And I watched those quite a bit. Until... Ladies and gentlemen, 4K77. This is a group of guys who found old prints of the original unaltered Star Wars movie and scanned them at 4K and then assembled them into this edit called Star Wars 4K77. It's absolutely amazing. It is exactly what you saw when you were sitting in a theater in the summer of 1977. And to me, that's the holy grail. There's different versions. There's versions of it that have all the original film grain, which I just love. And there are versions that are denoised that don't have the film grain, for those of you that like a more contemporary look. And not only 4K77, but 4K80 and 4K83. Sadly, Lucasfilm and Disney doesn't give two hoots about this kind of stuff. Now, believe me, I would like nothing more than to drop a link right here as to where you can get 4K77 and experience the glory of the original unaltered Star Wars the way it was back in 1977, but I can't do it. If you're truly diehard interested in this, then just simply go to Google, put in 4K77, and you'll find your way to what you're looking for. Is this the ultimate version of Star Wars? Well, it depends. If you grew up with the special editions, then that's your Star Wars. If you grew up today with the Disney era, Disney Channel Star Wars, then that is your Star Wars. But to me, you can never replace the experience of the original 1977 Star Wars. So if you thought it wasn't out there, have faith. It is. You just got to dig a little bit for it. And if you're a true old fan of the original Star Wars, trust me, you're going to be glad you did. This 4K 77, 4K 80, 4K 83 project is a labor of love to give back to the original Star Wars fans something that was sadly taken away from us. Thousands and thousands of hours went into restoring this film. And to me, that's exactly what it is. This is film restoration at its finest. Anyway, these are the only versions of the Star Wars movies that I watch because they're the original versions, with all their flaws and all their faults. And if you've seen 4K 77, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether or not this is your version of Star Wars. If it's not, tell me why you prefer some of the other versions. It's a great conversation to have. And as always, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. If I can answer your questions, I will certainly try. And definitely stop on back again as we continue to discuss movies, music, and monsters. Movies,
music, and monsters.